Come, hear the tale of our ragtag crew, brought together upon a mysterious island by fate. They have lost, they have won, and now, alongside a rebel faction, the truth on the wind, they fight against the evil Eterons. Behind it all, an alien being of immeasurable power begins to rise once again. As the land grows cold, our party stands as a light in the darkness. Now, welcome to the Swordcast Adventures.
Ugh, kobolds. Things are like cockroaches. See one and you just know there are a million more, waiting with some bullshit, half-baked traps. Bear traps, spike traps, log on a rope, you know, kid stuff. So there we are at the Molten Basilica on a red dragon hunt. We find some half-assed guards or something. We waded into these lizard dog things like death itself. They didn't seem like a threat at first, but once we realized these smelly little turds spread like mushrooms, figured out that fighting a million of anything could be dangerous. Also, it's insanely hot in here. I'm sweaty, and my new pirate clothes are all leather, which, in hindsight, real bad choice. To hell's with it. All I know is the sooner we clear through these assholes, the sooner I can collect a dragon skull.
As you all find yourself now on these bridges across the crystalline wall that had halted your progress, after being harried by kobolds who led you up through a ransacked and repurposed library, you now find yourself in view of a large open chamber, molten rock, royals on the ground, the egg that was spoken of far in the distance, and the heat has become damn near unbearable for where you stand. But I must ask, where are you going now? For the viewers at home, there is, of course, the way to the west, which is the way back into the library you've just come from. To the east, there seems to be a pathway across into another long hallway. North splits off into two directions, west and east as well, which leads you over the crystalline wall, but still quite a far ways away from your destination.
How
and then
close?
To the south.
Sorry. No, you finish.
To the south, there is another entrance as well. Though, I would say, everybody roll me a perception check, actually.
Like to perceive.
Yes, please. Perceive it.
10.
Word.
23.
Amelia got an 11.
And Rain got a 6.
19 for Metolius.
So, Grimtuck, what do you see?
Right?
So, I would say most of you notice that to the south, there seems to be a bit of a flicker of like firelight coming from the hallway. But Grimtuck and Metolius, both of you notice that the northwestern pass, the one that you would have to travel up across the bridge, past the crystalline wall, and then over westwise, there seems to be an odd tinge of a glow to the light that seems to be coming down that hallway. It doesn't look like firelight.
How close to the walkway does the crystalline wall get? Like, could I reach out and touch it if I wanted to? Like, if I got down on my chest or something?
I would say it probably would still be just a bit out of your reach, but not by much, even from just laying down. I think it would be still a little bit out of your reach.
Okay.
Also, those crystals are very visibly glowing red hot.
Good.
Like, they seem to be pulsating with the same glow of that stone that had burned Grimtuck. They also seem to have lava flowing out from underneath them.
Ooh, alright. Don't fuck with those. I'm just gonna point towards the hallway to our south, or to the south of us, and just say, I think we should go check out this one. I don't want anybody creeping up behind us.
That's a good idea.
And if nobody objects, I think I'm just gonna start walking in that direction.
I will follow.
Or, I don't know, are you scouting, Rain? Is that what we were doing?
Oh, I can walk ahead if you want me to, for sure.
I don't remember if that's what we were doing.
We were doing that before the kobold fight.
Oh, okay. Well, then yeah, whatever works.
Which direction did you say? Left or right?
Down.
South.
Oh, south. Gotcha.
Down.
I see.
The dragon is not here. It does not look like. Should we not just go?
No, I think we should try and make sure that nothing's gonna come out and just like, stab us in the back. Those little fucking assholes were really annoying. I don't want to have to deal with both at the same time, you know?
I can respect that.
But I do agree that while the dragon seems to be away, we should make haste. So perhaps we should try to sneak less and be expeditious.
Rain, as you move forward towards the southern passage, I would like you to roll a perception check.
12.
12. In front of you, you notice there is a pile of rocks, and underneath it there seems to be a leg, a skeletal leg coming out of it. Ahead of that, an odd pool of liquid. You're not sure exactly what kind. And the angle of the hallway turns. Again, small hallways like the previous ones you have gone down. The light that seems to be kind of flickering out of some amount of flame from this room does catch the top of that liquid, and it gives it an odd shine.
When you say skeletal leg, do you mean like a human leg? Like a human-sized?
It seems to be.
Okay. I will...
I'm sticking pretty close behind Rain.
Okay.
I will move ever so quietly into the room to get a better look.
So, as you, the slick, or the kind of puddle that sits here, goes across the hallway. In front of it, you notice 2 more bear traps and a broken table that kind of blocks the way.
Are the bear traps like right inside the entryway here?
They're right there.
Okay. I'll take a second to dismantle those.
As you do that, as you begin to try, so you feel free to start rolling your dice. You hear the sound.
Those, right?
There we go. Yes, please. You hear the sound of rustling behind, like inside of this room, and then from above the table, as you kind of look over, you see this. You see a kobold standing there upon a throne of some sort. It is adorned in what looks to be a crown made of some material, possibly bone, possibly stone. And it sits there in this room, sconces lit behind it, a fireplace in front of it, a table that seems to shine with a glint of gold in front of his chair. He stands up so he can see you as he does, and he goes, "Stop that! Who dares enter the voice of the Scourge's throne room?"
I don't even answer him, and I just kind of turn around to everybody else and like, we got a couple more kobolds back here.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna go in.
Still, there are still the traps. Rain is basically blocking the way.
Oh, if I can still disarm them, I rolled a, let's see, an 18, or no, sorry, a 23 and a 30 on those.
Okay. So you begin to, I would say, with the 23. And as you do, the creature that says this, like, just kind of like sees you not paying attention as you turn back and say that, just hucks a firebolt at you, just across the way through the little break in the thing in the.
Dick move.
23 to hit you.
That hits.
Nine points of fire damage, reduced to 4. And as that occurs, you hear him.
Can I use my reaction to also reduce it to 2?
Sure.
Got it.
You hear him call out at this point and go, "Guards, get her!" And I would like you all to roll initiative.
Hell yeah.
Did I at least dismantle one of the traps?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, top of the round. We can start with Rain as the firebolt just like washes over you, doing barely any amount of damage. You are up first. What do you do, Rain?
All right. Let's see. First, like as I'm moving into the room, can I kick the bear trap that I managed to dismantle out of the way so people know which bear trap they can They just know to avoid the one that's still in the doorway?
Oh, sure. I would say by dismantling it, you unlock it and are able to close it, so it's very
so
obvious.
It's clearly obvious. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
That's fine then. Then I will. I only see. Or no, I see 7. Okay. I will.
And you now looking into this room where you see nests abound. You see red crystals growing from the ground. Off in the southern portion of this, you actually see what looks to be sunlight coming from windows, or at least openings in the wall.
Can you point out which one firebolted me?
It was this one. The one on the throne firebolted you.
Okay, got it. Then I will just come up and attack this one closest to me. I will attack with my rapier. I get advantage because I have not had a turn in combat yet. And that'll be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Excellent. And then I get sneak attack because I had advantage. Four. 11, 13, 14, 16, 21, 21, 22, 27 damage.
27 damage? I mean, without missing a beat, you eviscerate this kobold with a quick stab and a pullback, and this thing just falls down, just in a pool of its own blood.
Excellent. I just used 5 more of my feet of my movement to back up a little bit over here, clearing the way for other people to get in, and that's my turn.
Okay. Grimtuck, you're up.
Right.
In front of you is a pool of this black, slick liquid. Ahead of that is another bear trap that was not disarmed. I would like you to roll. I'd like you to roll an acrobatics check to make it over the hazards in front of you.
Can I do athletics instead?
This would be a little bit more finesse, and you don't have the distance to run back and run forward because Amelia's there.
Okay, no worries. That is a nat 1. But I am raging, so before I do anything.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, just let you know.
You bonus action raged, then you start moving forward as you hit in that pissed offness. As you do, you hit. How tall are you? Because you would move forward.
6'4".
6'4". I'm gonna say you'd move forward into the slick, fall because of your natural 1, and basically fall into the other trap, which would snap the trap closed. No one else has to worry about that, but you would take the damage as the trap closes around your arm as you fall into it with a giant...
Ah, that sucks. Alright, bring it.
It's okay. You're raging. It's not...
Yeah, I just feel dumb.
It's fine. So, 7 points of... That's 15 points, halved to 7.
Jesus. Alright.
As the metal jaws clamp around your arm.
Son of a bitch!
You feel it stuck, though, on you.
So I'm like here now?
You're there now.
Okay. Definitely just getting up and still heading in the direction of the guy I want to kill.
As you get up and stand, you pull against the trap and you notice that it is attached to the ground.
I'm yanking that shit right off of whatever it's attached to.
I would like a I would happily add a athletics check to that.
Yeah, that's way more like it. That is a 24.
So with one swift motion, without even pulling it off your arm, you yank the chain out of the ground with a loud resounding clang. And as you do, the chain like wraps around, and you now have this, well, just sick ass bracelet.
Yeah,
on your arm.
I'm a bear trap fist. So half my movement. So I moved 10 feet to get there, but I stumbled most of it, then fell down. So I imagine that's 10 feet of movement, and then cut in half to get up. I now have, what, 15 feet?
Give or take. Sure. 15 sounds good.
5, 10, 15. How embarrassing. I'll just throw a javelin, I guess, at this guy.
Okay. Sounds good.
That is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Let me see here. 3 plus 8, 11 damage.
11 damage.
Mm-hmm. And then throw another one. That is 25 to hit.
This is what happens when you piss Grimtuck off and you snap him with a fucking bear trap, is he gets really mad and starts throwing really well.
11 damage again.
Oh my god.
So from 10 feet away, I'm just chucking these fucking things with my offhand, because my primary hand has a fucking bear trap on it.
Or maybe that's why it's actually hitting even harder, is because you have the extra weight of the bear trap. So you're using that momentum and just like tossing javelins.
Yep, just chucking them right at him.
So the first one catches him in the shoulder and just like flies back. The javelin flies out of the wound. The other one catches him in the side and just like cuts him across, and he just screeches. But it's still standing.
All right, cool. That's what I got.
Well, that's what you got. So as you finish your turn, both of these two kobolds have a similar setup. They have a shield and a spear in one hand. So the most southernmost spear-holding kobold runs over to Rain and decides to stab at her with the spear. That's a 7 hit.
Does not hit.
As it like stabs forward, you just step out of the side and it clanks into the wall, pulls it back, and stabs forward again. 18.
That does hit.
With it having it's holding it in one hand. It does 3 points of piercing damage to you as it catches you in the side just enough to kind of gouge at you.
You got it.
And that same kind of gleeful. As that happens, we move to Metolius.
Metolius will move forward. 5, 10, 15. I will attempt to transverse the slippery liquid.
Mm-hmm. Especially now it's spread across because Grimtuck slipped in it and now kind of very much fills out the area.
Okay. Can I get a running jump to jump over it?
Amelia's filling up that pretty... I would say if you kind of like pushed Amelia aside as you're running, sure.
I'll just be like, "Excuse me, pardon me," and I'll jump. And that's an 18.
That's fine. You leap over, landing next to the clattering bear traps that are no longer of use, in front of the broken table that seemed to be some form of barricade. Seeing this now all occurring inside here.
Alright, I will throw javelins at the one that is attacking Rain.
Okay.
$26 for 10.
26 for 10 points of damage?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, that hits and does 10 points of damage.
And I'll throw another.
Got it.
That's not going to do it, though. An 11 misses, probably.
11 does miss.
That's the end of my turn.
Okay, the javelin flies overhead and clatters on the ground behind the kobold, moving it to Aldwynn's turn.
Alright, I will move up behind Amelia. So
I'm actually going to move to here instead. No, I couldn't see the kobold. Never mind.
3, 4, 5,
And there is the oil slick. We'll have to get over.
Yep, I will. And that's athletics, right? Or acrobatics?
Acrobatics, if you're just jumping over it from a straight jump from here to there, or if you got past Amelia and did a running leap, you can do athletics.
Acrobatics sounds great.
Sounds good.
15.
Excellent. Do a deft jump over and find yourself on the other side.
Cool.
Goliath stands here in front of you as the rest of your party, minus Amelia, seems to be harrying the kobold inside.
Cool. I would like to shoot it with an arrow.
Which one?
Sorry. Let's go for this one.
Okay.
One kind of in front of Grimtar.
Yeah.
And sharpshooter, 22 to hit.
That hits.
So that is going to be 16 magical piercing plus 5 cold, so 21 altogether.
Okay. The creature just like reels back, barely able to hold itself up.
I will fire again.
Yes.
How about a dirty 20?
Dirty 20 hits.
And that is going to be 21 more magical piercing.
Yes, with the first one kind of catching it in the thigh, it lowers its shield in pain, and as it does, you're able to fire a second shot that catches it right in the throat. The creature's thrown back and dies quickly.
And then for my last shot, I will fire at the guy behind the table in the chair.
Okay.
13?
Does not hit.
Okay. Well, based on dynamic lighting, I can't see any other enemy. Wait, this is an enemy?
It is not.
Yeah, okay, I can't see anybody else. So I just missed then.
Okay. Your arrow just thucks into the back of the chair, and he just like and ducks down just out of the way, and just seething, his crown almost falling off of his head as he stands there just
For the record, he doesn't get cover from me. I don't know if that came into play, but
no.
Cool. Because I'm a sharpshooter.
Oh yeah, I know. No, he doesn't
Pew
get
pew
cover.
pew.
Pew pew. But that is Aldwynn's turn. Amelia.
Yes.
Your party members are kind of clogging this way, though obviously you can move through them. But
So I've noticed.
yeah.
Yeah, Amelia doesn't really see a whole lot from where she's at. From what she can see, there's no enemies in front of her because a bunch of people have just kind of ran in, jumbled up in front of her. Can I even move through there since I have to jump over that puddle?
I mean, you logistically you
not
could
really
move through
anywhere
your
for me
friend's
to
space,
land.
but there's no space. I think you would have a hard
I mean,
time.
technically my strength score is a 19 at the moment,
Uh-huh.
so I could jump 19 feet.
You can always try to do a dive if you want to. Run a leap over your friends.
Well, actually, so if I move right here,
Yeah.
I guess I can see this guy here.
Yeah. He is standing on a chair. So even with his short stature, he definitely, like, you're able to see him over Metolius and Aldwynn.
And is that the leader looking one?
It is the one with the crown that Aldwynn just shot at.
Did Aldwynn hit him?
Did not.
Has anybody?
Seemingly no.
Uh-oh. Sonorous bell, no.
No, Amelia is going to, I guess, just kind of step up to the other side of this puddle and look into the room, and only seeing this guy, she's just going to kind of like, I guess nobody would really see it because she's behind everybody, but she's just going to kind of like step up and take a look between everybody and see what's going on. And she's actually just going to hold her action. She's going to hold a casting of Toll the Dead and see what happens. She will cast Toll the Dead if this guy makes a dangerous move towards any one of her friends.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Move on to that guy's turn. The seeming leader of this, the voice of the Scourge, as he so called himself, sees all of you around and eyes kind of go wide, especially now seeing the entryway blocked with people. And he steps down off of his throne and reaches under and pulls out this large pot. This almost like, I would say like small cauldron size pot, and kind of looks at you all and then reaches in, pulling out a bone. And his action is to start just slamming the cauldron with the bone, making this loud ringing noise that echoes through the room.
I cast Toll the Dead.
Okay.
Nope. Oh.
Wisdom saving throw?
Yeah.
Natural
That's
one.
a dangerous action if I've ever seen one.
Natural one.
Well, actually, a 2, but he's got a very low wisdom score. Not a dirty 1. Let's see.
Dirty one.
You said he's not missing HP?
He is not.
23 necrotic
Holy
damage.
shit. I said he wasn't.
I know.
I know. I'm joking. He screeches out as he does this, which just drives him to slam it more, and you hear him call out in Draconic to any of you who speak it, and I forget who it is every time.
That's me.
Just Aldwynn.
Aldwynn.
Not me.
That's the one. You hear him, "Come, save the voice! Fight these intruders for the Scourge!" And it screams it out. He starts slamming the pot. And then you swear, all of you, over the roiling of the stone, over everything, you hear the sound of many footfalls, scraping of claws against stone, start to approach from a distance. And yeah, that is his. I'm gonna say that's his action. So that's his turn. As we go to the top of the round with Rain, I will
Great.
do a few other things while Rain is doing.
Okay, I'm gonna use my bonus action to disengage the guy that's in front of me. I'm gonna come around to the other side of the room, and I'm going to pull out my crossbow and hold my action to shoot it whenever an enemy is within 5 feet of one of my allies.
Okay. Okay. So you have to be a little careful, Rain. As you step back, you notice there is a large break in the floor behind you.
Oh, right. You mentioned that earlier. I will stick to the tile I was originally on then.
Not a problem. Yeah, it is right there. You wouldn't. It's not something you would just like haphazardly walk into unless you weren't paying attention and continued walking backwards. But it's there.
Oh yeah, and since I think we both forgot about it on the first couple attacks, let's say that I pull up the hood for my displacer cloak. Displacer cloak.
Remember that
now.
Displace your vocabulary.
Apparently.
Displace your cloak. There. And excuse me all. Just give me 2 seconds. But Grimtuck, you may take your turn at the moment. Yeah, take your turn.
Okay.
Pick.
I will. So this is the guy that's dropped doing the bell antics. The guy on the throne.
Yeah.
The pot
Alright.
boner.
I will jump up on the table, because I'm basically just clearing it, and I'm gonna axe him in the face. But before that, Rain, that would trigger your shot.
Excellent.
I would.
And that'll be a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
Or no, 23. It's a +9 for my crossbow. And let's see. 6, 10, 14, 18, 24, 26, 31. 31 piercing damage.
Damn.
Love it.
Oh yeah. I mean, as he finishes ringing, as Grimtuck gets there, just end it. Just instantly end it with that.
Hey, yeah, I jump up on the table. And I'm like, ah! Oh! And just as I imagine a bolt sprouts from his eye socket.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, then I will turn around, leap over the fire, and land in front of this guy. Parkour.
Excellent. As you do that.
It's some real Conan shit right there.
Fuck yeah. Reckless, great weapon.
Crumbling the whole time for kill stealing.
Right? I mean, that's fine. No, I'm used to
I
this.
salute you.
Reckless, great weapon master.
I am Grimtalk.
That is a 25 to hit. No, wait, 20.
Hits.
Not
20
25. 20 to hit. Like 12. That's gonna be 5, 10, 13, 23 on the first one.
23 hits. All right, 23 points of damage. Got it.
Yep.
He's still up.
And then 21 to hit. And woo! Max damage. That is 12 plus 5 is 17, 18, 19, 20, 30 damage.
Okay. Yeah. So within 6 seconds, both of these two kobolds just fall. All right.
And I'm gonna take
Gone.
that fucking bear trap off my arm.
Okay. Roll me just a athletics check to like pry the tines open.
That is 15.
15.
Not my strongest roll.
But still, you're able to kind of grip between the teeth and just like press against it. You hear this like whine of metal as you break it off.
Ugh, I just kind of like look around a little sheepishly, like I'm embarrassed. Yeah, fuck that trap. Yeah. Didn't even hurt. Wasn't that bad.
You're very tough, Grimton.
Fuck you, Aldwynn.
As you all now stand there in this room, the seeming leader fell. The sounds of feet and claws rushing towards you grow louder and louder.
Oh, we should probably, like, fortify this place. I feel like we got some fucking company coming. I will check out the throne, see if there's anything, again, Conan style, quick loot.
Yeah.
See if there's anything quick lootable with the boss guy or his throne space.
Or his throne space. On him, other than his crown, there's a bunch of gold.
Taking the crown for sure.
Okay. There's a decent amount of gold, probably about maybe 150 just scattered across the table.
Could I just like scoop it into the bag of holding real quick?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
And as you do that, Amelia, could you roll me a perception check?
Hey, it was my turn next.
I understand.
That's
Oh
rude.
shit, are we still in initiative? Sorry, I didn't mean to skip.
Oh yeah, you are absolutely still in initiative.
Sorry,
No, I
didn't
got
mean to skip
jumped by a
anybody's
bunch
turn.
of kobolds. No, it's not you. It's the
Amelia
dungeon
got a
master.
6.
Well, I technically still had movement, so I guess it could still be me.
Amelia got a 6.
Yeah.
You hear the sounds, but it hasn't drawn your attention yet. As I would like you all to roll me another perception now. Now that this fight is over, we are still in initiative, and the sounds start moving closer and closer.
Nat 20, DM.
14!
15.
17. 17.
Should I roll one or?
I would say no.
Okay.
You all, even Amelia now, I would say as a kind of blanket check in this situation, all hear the sounds as the kobolds, their feet scamper across the stone and now start clacking on wood as they seem to be getting closer and closer. They do not seem more than 15 to 30 feet away, and Aldwynn and Metolius, as you look back past Amelia, you see movement all on the bridge.
Yeah.
Alright.
So then we are going to, I'm going to actually, so I moved all of them, that was their turn. Metolius, it is your turn now.
Metolius will 10, 15, and then he will grab one of the prayer beads on the necklace, and he will put his other hand on Grimtuck's bear trap wound, and I will expend the charge to cast Cure Wounds at level 2.
Thanks, homie.
16 healing, 16 HP back to you.
Sweet, thank you.
And that was 5, 10, 15. Metolius would probably move 10 over and prepare for the assault.
Okay. Aldwynn, you hear the sound of the boards from the bridge start to creak.
Yeah. So like if I look behind me, can I see them?
Yes.
Okay. So then I am going to, I guess I'm just going to be like, Amelia, get behind me. And then I will move to they're coming real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna move here. Oh, there's so many of them. All right. Oh, I've made a mistake. That's okay. I would like to shoot at the first one. We'll just do the one that's closest to me right there.
Okay.
I'm going to use my standard business for a natural 20.
Ooh, okay.
Spicy
All right.
damage.
I guess 27 magical piercing plus 6 cold. So 33.
Okay.
33
Damage
damage.
to this one.
Yeah, that guy.
Okay. 33.
Mm-hmm. How's he looking?
Not great.
Okay. We'll fire at him again.
Excellent. Do it.
That is an 11 though.
11 does not hit.
I will
Your
use-
second arrow misses, skimming off the edge of his shield. The three main ones that are in front of you right now, all spear and shields in hand. The other one you can see off in the distance seems to be just your stereotypical kobold.
This guy over to the right.
No, this guy. This
Oh,
guy
oh.
that you can see is another sword, shield and spear.
Gotcha. Well then, let's redirect that arrow to regular kobold.
Okay. Regular
then-
kobold.
Yeah. So I'll use my bonus action to redirect to bend that
Yes.
for a 25 to hit,
That hits.
and that is going to be 7 piercing damage.
Yes. So 7 piercing damage. The creature is just struck as this arrow magically curves over the kobold, takes it straight in the chest, and goes flying off the side of this bridge. You hear it squeak out with a ah! As it does, its body drifts off the edge and then just clatters into the crystals. And then you hear a disgusting sound as the sound of sizzling and burning kind of
Yeah.
echoes through the room.
Neat. That's cool. So then I'm going to fire my third shot at the original guy.
Okay.
That is a 23 to hit.
A 23 hits.
That is going to be 21 magical piercing.
As this one rounds the corner and begins to rush towards you, shield in front of it, and spear like pointed at you, your arrow just flies and catches him right in the jugular, like right in the neck, and he just, with a quick squeak, he tumbles off the side. You hear a splash down below, and then moments later, a bright flash as a body is lit on fire.
All right. Then, because they're coming, I'm going to use my action surge to fire 3 more times.
Okay.
So, first one. 22 to hit.
Okay,
This is
22
going to
hit.
be on this guy here, just to the left of the cross piece. So that's going to be 19 magical piercing.
Yep. Hits.
Same
And,
guy. Oh, yeah.
Yes. Still up.
That's a 13.
That's not hit.
All right, I can't use a bonus action twice, so I will just fire my last shot at the same guy for a dirty 20 to hit.
30-20 hits.
23 magical piercing.
Very nice, very nice. As the second, as the final shot connects, the creature barely has enough stamina to stand, but he catches himself with his spear and still starts hobbling towards.
Damn it. Oh well.
Anything else?
No, I've yep. I have expended myself.
Okay, we bring it to Amelia's turn.
Yeah, Amelia is standing right behind Aldwynn. And Aldwynn had hit the guy on the left, right?
Absolutely.
The guy in
Yep.
northwest.
You can see him barely holding himself up with his spear.
And the guy to the east has not been hit.
Has not been hit.
Amelia is going to she's going to hold out her hand towards the one that hasn't been hit, and she's going to make a motion with her hand in the air like she's trying to push it off the bridge. And it's just going to hear a bell ring as she casts Toll the Dead.
Okay. Yeah. 16.
So that's a wisdom save. That they're not missing HP. That does not make it. They take 15 necrotic damage.
Okay. Are you saying the one that wasn't hit yet?
Correct.
Okay. Sorry, I was mistaken on which one you were doing it to. Excellent. The creature just like...
And then after that, Amelia is just going to finally... I guess she doesn't really have room to jump over that, does she?
I would say you could make an acrobatics check to get over it.
Oh, she's not the most acrobatic. She will hold her position there.
Okay. We move to the top of the round. For anyone not at home, for all my players, I will say that all of these kobolds have moved. That is their turn. We move to the top of the round. Rain, it is your turn. You hear things going on in the hall ahead of this hallway. Aldwynn has seemingly dealt some amount of damage, same with Amelia. But the sound of feet thrumming against stone or wood is still very audible ahead of you.
Okay, from where I'm at, I can't really see any of them. Let's see, 10, 15, 20. Is there room in the hallway for me to get through?
You could jump over and kind of like push your way through, yes. It's hard to say because, again, mechanically speaking, you can move through your partner's space, but it is a small hallway.
Right.
So, yes,
I guess...
but you would not be able to stop until you got outside onto the bridge.
Right, okay. I'm gonna kind of stick with the fortifying this room strategy, and I'm gonna come back here into the corner. And, same deal, hold an action till something is within 5 feet of an ally that I can see.
Okay. With them being small creatures and 2 allies in front of you plus the table, I don't know if you would actually be able to get a shot.
Okay.
From where from like how far back you are, things in front of you, as well as everything else going on. And there is kind of a turn to this hallway here.
Okay.
I just don't want you to waste your held action.
Oh, I know. I just, I kind of more meant when they start pouring into this room.
Okay. Sure.
But, yeah, I don't want to go out onto the walkways by myself, so I'm sticking with it.
Okay. Sounds good. Then this creature, the one barely holding on, begins to run forward. He's able to make it. Oh no, he's not. He rushes here as far as he can make it, and just barely able to do much to it, tries to toss his spear at you, Aldwynn. Goes, ha! He rolls to hit. 19 to hit you, Aldwynn.
So 19 to hit me. I am going to brace myself and utter a small piece of magic and summon a shield in front of me.
Okay. You do that. You stop. You brace yourself, and this magical shimmer just flies up, blocking the path. The spear connects with it and clatters down to the level below. He kind of just looks down and looks back up at you, and just tries to move back and run away. But he has 5 feet movement, and that's as far as he can get. I'm just like, ah! Yeah. Grimtuck, your turn.
Okay, cool. Hold on a sec here. Ah. Yeah. I'm running on up and out of space here, and I can see a guy. I'm gonna chuck a javelin at that fool. Is that on the walkway?
Do it.
That's not great. That's 14.
14 does not hit.
Yeah, I think so. What am I?
As the javelin, he turns and you see him like brace up with the shield.
I managed to make the same roll twice.
Okay.
So that would be not hitting 2 times in a row, which is shameful. But I will move out of the way, so hopefully we can start. Be like, pull back inside. Let's lure him in. And I will move back and hug the wall, so I'm out of their line of sight.
Sounds good.
That's what I got.
Okay, so Aldwynn, you and pretty much Amelia are the only two who can see this, but from the northeastern passage, a kobold rushes out onto the bridge, and with a sling in hand, just swings around and throws it out to you.
We're in some Mines of Moria shit right now, guys.
I know, there's like, where's the cave troll?
He rolled an 11 to hit you, which does not hit. The actual rock from the sling just swings over. Well, actually, it still hasn't been your turn since, so it just connects with the shield.
Yep.
That guy. Then another one rushes out from the western side and makes it here. Does the same exact thing, a sling bolt at you. This time a little closer. 12 to hit. Once again, clacks off the shimmering, brace in front of you. The stop. Bring it to this gentleman. 5, 10, 15, 20. Another shield and spear creature rushes out from the hallway to the east and joining the fray. This one readies to rush in a second time and just braces up for the attack. Followed closely by 15, 20. Another of the shielded kobolds rushes forward as more and more start to pour towards this center bridge towards you all. And finally, from out of the distance, another kobold with a sling swings and lets one fly towards you with a 14, which does not hit you as well. Metolius, it is your turn.
Metolius will run over to Rain, or look at Rain. Do you need any healing?
I mean, I'm 23 down from my max for, reference outside a game. So I don't look bloody, that's for sure, but I look a little beat up.
he'll come over and lay on hands for 10.
Got it. Thank you.
And then move back into position and do as he agrees with Grimtuck and is bracing for a swarm of beasties to come in.
Okay. Brace that swarm.
Oh, yeah.
Swarm bracing.
Swarm bracing.
Now we're pod racing.
That's what I call pod racing.
Aldwynn, another kobold, runs out into the fray and starts to just swing a sling at you and misses. 15 does not hit you.
No, it does
Correct?
not.
It does not.
Still shielded.
Still shielded for now. It's true. And then off in the distance, another one of the shielded kobolds with spears rushes out to the walkways. Your shield falls as it becomes your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna fire several arrows into these cretins.
Got it.
First guy, closest to me.
First guy. Worst guy.
19 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
All right. That is going to be altogether 24 magical piercing.
Well within the early points of that damage, this kobold, who had already thrown his spear, lost it, and is now trying to retreat, just is ended and falls to his doom with a sick thud as he hits the stone below.
Gotcha. And this guy and these guys, are they regular, or do they sword or spear?
The two that are in front of you right now on the main pathway are kobolds that were just whipping slings out, seemingly just your standard kobold. They have one has a dagger in one hand and the sling in the other. Nothing special about them otherwise.
Okay. Well, then in
Their
that
moms
case,
think they're special, though.
Their moms think they're special. Exactly.
That's fine. That's the important part.
I am going to shoot at them, not sharpshooter. That one's a 15 to hit.
15?
Mm-hmm.
15 hits.
Yeah. 9 magical piercing.
Are you talking the one very in front?
Yeah. Yep.
The closest one to you takes 9 magical piercing damage, and again, with a screech and a squeak, he tumbles off, catching the lava below. For the seemingly effect that the area has on them, it takes a moment, but again, a plume of fire grows below the bridge as its body is burned and incinerated.
And then my last shot is going to be towards the last regular one at the crossroads. Finding my stride, just taking out guys. 17 to hit.
17 hits.
11 magical piercing.
Boom. With another deft shot, this kobold takes one straight to the chest and tumbles off the side.
And then I am going to kind of start working my way backwards a little bit. I'm going to try and, I guess, nudge Amelia backwards.
You're actually going to try to push Amelia back?
Well, I don't know. There's an oil slick right there.
There is absolutely an oil slick right there. You can do it, but I mean, if you're looking to make your party member the jacket over the puddle, but that's rude.
That is
Don't
rude.
do that.
Milady.
No, I'm just gonna say, Amelia, get back in, and then I will wait here.
Okay. That is your turn?
Yeah.
Are you part of the College of the White Knight?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey man, I've been trained in the way of the bow, and
You were studying the bow while
I
we
was-
were all getting
yeah.
in girls and stuff.
yeah, well, yeah, I'm an elf, so that's actually really true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was studying the bow before your grandparents were an Appaloon. It's your great-grandparents' eyes.
God. Another one of the spear and shield toting kobolds rushes out, a fervor and kind of almost a froth from his jaws, ready to strike, but unable to at such a distance. Then boom. Another of the seemingly regular quote-unquote kobolds rushes out with a sling in hand, fires it off at Aldwynn with a 14 to hit you.
Nope. I dodge. I duck.
The stone meekly clacks against the wall, then falls to the ground, joining the pile behind you. Dejected, stands there. But then there's an odd thing. You heard the chittering of these kobolds, the yip-yips, and just the screeches. But a moment later, the whole area goes silent.
Oh, boy.
And all of the kobolds kind of like peek their heads up and like looking around. And then they look back. And you feel the ground shake. Another one of those tremors for a moment. But then you hear something off in the distance. A shape. A shadow at first appears over the egg. Odd moving shadows kind of grow. And from a distance, it's hard to tell at first what it is, but then, very truly, Aldwynn's elf eyes see a large, red, reptilian creature. Gigantic claws, horned head, wingspan stretching across, and large muscular wings flapping, keeping it in place as it moves slowly down to the pile in the very far back in front of this egg. As this large draconic figure lands upon its pile, its hoard, you see a shake and a shiver grow over the kobolds. All of them seem to look back in both reverence and terror. And then you hear a voice echo through the walls, this loud, booming voice. What pests sully the halls of my lair? It isn't common, but it booms and echoes as though multiple voices as it bounces off the walls. It sits, and as it does, its neck cranes around, almost like it's trying to smell for you. As it does, it looks around and goes, "Come, rats! Face me. Show me that you have some amount of respect for a ruler of this land." It kind of sits there now, almost like a lion staring down at the savannah crowd. Its wings flap one last time as it folds it up, regally craning its neck. And as it does, it sits there. And it doesn't seem to do anything else. We are still in initiative at the moment, and it is Amelia's turn. The voice boomed and shook through the halls. You all felt it. You all heard.
Oh, friendly.
Suddenly tavern.
What a quaint dragon.
He pulls out a lyre and plays. Or she.
A
Don't
draconic
actually know.
bard.
Yes. Yes, you sit there. Amelia, what do you do?
Amelia is going to look around at her companions and just be like, what do we do? And she's just gonna like, she can't just like slowly back up. God damn it.
Well, you could turn around, right?
Yeah, she's gonna finally hop over this puddle.
Okay.
You said that's an acrobatics?
Yes. I'm only going to make you all do it once. After this, we can just get over this. I feel bad now that there's a dragon.
That's a 17.
You're fine.
And she just like kind of backs up looking at everybody. And she's going to hold a casting of Toll the Dead for in case anything tries to enter this room.
Okay.
Or actually, yeah, if anything tries to enter this room or harm anybody.
Okay. As your turn finishes, you start to hear the skittering of footsteps once again. None that you can see. They all seem to be moving away. Aldwynn, you see this though. You see one of the spear and shielded creatures look back at the dragon, then look at you, and just run back into the hole of the hallway. Out of sight. We move to the top of the round. Rain. Rain, you begin to hear the skittering of feet now dispersing, moving away from you. But again, the sound of the dragon echoes through this whole thing. Its breath can be heard.
I also look around at my fellow party members and I say, the only advantage I can get on this thing is if it doesn't see me for a minute, so I'm not going out there first. And I hold my action. I hold an attack in case I need it, but otherwise I am not going to be the first thing that this dragon sees.
Okay. Grimton.
I'm gonna look at Metolius and just say, you want to do this or what?
I mean, it called us to come forth, perhaps.
I agree.
Maybe it will not attack us on sight.
I think, yeah, let's go meet him honorably.
Yes. Lead the way.
20, 25, 30, and oh shit, there he is. A bunch of kobolds out here. The kobolds, when I come out here onto this bridge, do I get the impression that they are gonna try and just stab me or what?
No, all of them seem they're all kind of turned away from you. They all seem to be moving out of the way.
Okay, and then meanwhile, before I'd come out, I would have sheathed my battle axe and just drawn my greatsword.
Yeah.
And the greatsword is just on my shoulder, just on the flat part of it is on my shoulder, holding it with one hand, and I'm just walking out, just meeting him honorably. So I'm keeping eye contact with the molten scourge.
Okay.
As I begin walking out, and I'm walking towards him, I imagine, you know, seeing if my crew is behind me. I'm not saying anything yet until I'm like closer distance. I'm not gonna yell.
Okay.
Is what I'm saying. So yeah, making my
So you
way.
begin to walk out. As you do, more kobolds disappear into the darkness. And the hallways to the sides. They run off and scurry away. None of them seem to stay and try to assail you anymore.
And that's all I'm doing for right now. I'm waiting for the crew to back me up.
Metolius.
Metolius will just take a look at Amelia and Rain, and he says, I will do my best to support you. May the blessings of Maliki watch over you. And he begins to follow. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. As he passes Aldwynn, he just says, we are going to meet him. May your aim be true. That's all I got.
More of these kobolds who had just readied themselves to strike against you all rushes away into the darkness and disappears. Aldwynn.
I am going to... Yeah, I mean, I will probably just follow them out.
Okay.
I would stay in this order, so I guess I will stay here and hold an action to fire an arrow if we get aggressed upon.
If you get aggressed.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
And the dragon is well within my range.
Oh, I figured you would. As you move forward, more and more of these creatures disappear. They leave your sight and leave everything behind. They just rush away to their little alcoves, their little caverns. They know their place. When the master of this area, of this basilica, has spoken, they know to listen. It is both their way of survival and their way of praising to this godlike entity to them. And now you hear the voice boom again. Good. Come. Meet me. Talk with me. I believe we have much to discuss. It is not worth a god to not see new followers face to face. As he finishes that, he still does nothing.
Amelia is going to begin to move out. Again, people are in the doorway, so
You can move
she
through them,
is
right?
literally just going to move back to the same spot she was just standing in the entire combat,
By all rights, you would be able to move past
right
them.
behind Aldwynn yet again.
If you so wish.
My 30 feet ends at Metolius, so not happening.
Oh, word. Okay.
Sorry.
Guys are so good at that.
And yeah, she is going to just again hold an action in case anything happens to any one of her friends as we are walking out to meet this thing.
Then we move to Rain at the top of the
I come meet the group. I start heading down the hallway, right behind Amelia. and hold an attack just in case.
I'm going to take us effectively out of initiative order at the moment. As you all begin to move down, how would you like to go there? Would you like to go back the way you initially came and hope to find a way through the other side, or would you like to go through any of the newer passageways that you see in front of you?
If I'm walking in the front, I think Grimtuck would go as far as he can on this walkway till it hits the T intersection, the T junction. And then from there, look left and right and see if I can see where it would, if any of these would lead. I don't know, to something that looks like it would have, be in the right direction.
So once you make it to this T, this area, you see to the left a room lit with an odd purple glow. These crystals seem to in the corner at the very bottom here seem to glow. Sorry, I didn't. There you go. Right there. Seem to kind of emanate off this, like, just low, just like, you can't tell if this room over here goes out anywhere, though there is a broken door on the ground.
How high up are we?
You're
Sorry.
pretty. I believe right now you're about 50 feet up.
Okay, so jumping down wouldn't be very the smart move.
I mean, you're raging. No, you actually aren't raging at the moment.
No, my rage should be done. I'll just go to the left.
Okay.
Start walking to the left. So I'm trying to be like, I'm not really asking anybody because I'm trying to look cool and be more composed than I actually am. Yeah, sure. Walk to the left. Making sure everybody's still behind me.
I was also going to say, we're not in initiative at the moment. So anyone can say anything, and I'm not moving the initiative tracker up anymore. This is...
Then I would just be following.
Sure. I think it would take way too long if we did this per 6 seconds and the amount of feet you can move.
Yeah.
So, no, if everyone's following Grimtuck, they all move to that T junction.
Ooh, there's this glowing purple light to the left.
Yeah.
Yep. Definitely just going that way, I guess.
Yep.
You can't fucking ask the dragon for directions, so...
Metolius will do exactly that, actually.
Okay. Ask your directions, Metolius.
Oh, great worm of the mountain, how do we make our way to you?
As you say that, the creature's head, like, cocks forward, and now, like a serpent ready to strike, stares straight towards you. Its eyes, this bright, burning red. Its maw just smiles. You see the scales kind of pull back in this wicked smile, and smoke pours from its nostrils, and it goes, "Follow the path to the right. A staircase will lead you down. Walk through the tunnels, and you'll find your way past the wall."
I'll peek in here since I'm already over here in the purple crystal room. Like, fuck! Alright. Well, let's see.
As it says that, I would say Amelia gets another one of those odd shocks of vision as you're making it here.
Yeah.
To the left, Amelia, you remember, you see yourself walk in this room, and then you see from the view of through her eyes as Flair kneels down, and then time passes as though she sits here in meditation for hours. Grimtuck, as you walk in, you find this broken door, this large, old and kind of frayed carpet, a single seat in the center, a pillow, that is broken, of bits of soft wool seem to pour out the sides, and around you these beautiful purple crystals grow out of the walls, columns broken. This room seems to have fallen to disrepair, but even walking in, as a person who is attuned to the world and how it works, you get a sense that this is a very powerful, if not very sacred place in this monastery.
Okay. I know a thing or two about sacred spaces, so...
It does not seem to hold the same sway at the moment, but the crystals still glow and the sensation is there, almost peaceful, as you stand in its light.
Alright, take that in and head back, trying to make our way to this fucking dragon.
As you go to the right, Amelia, another shock, and you see Flare walking down these halls, this corner to this hall, and in it she turns and looks in and sees a room filled with people, all dressed similarly to how you remember her, studying, conversing, learning. This room once a place of not only knowledge but also camaraderie, alive in your mind. And as you look down, moving over, you notice that there are bear traps, but they seem snapped. You even notice a single kobold foot in one of them, as it seems like it may have hit the trap, trying to get away quickly from you all. But in this room, filled with broken tables, fallen stones, and discarded books, you remember Flare's journey through here. It was a good place. A place where friends and comrades would meet and discuss over long nights philosophy and the world. You also remember... Sorry.
Nope, go ahead.
I was going to say, you also remember that there is a spiral staircase that leads down in this room.
Amelia would just like have her place in line, and then as the group walks through, she would just kind of have that vision and then just get lost, like kind of just like walking around the room and just like being lost in that.
With you all
moment.
being able to kind of pay attention and look ahead, you do see a few of the bear traps snapped. You see a couple more down the hall, and a large broken piece of the floor below that you have to kind of make your way over. But I would say with time and focus, this will not need a check. This is you moving through. And you all make it into this room. You do find what looks to be a kobold corpse, crushed by stones that had fallen once, its body long since desiccated. Behind you, here, there is a spiral staircase that leads down. To the north.
Yeah, Amelia would just be like out here in the middle of the room, just kind of like looking around, just kind of like lost.
To the south,
as she like just like kind of loops in that vision.
Sure. To the south, you see another broken doorway that leads to a room that glows brightly, not only with the sun's rays, but also the same heated glow of lava. And then, of course, to the west, there seems to be the exit from this room to the bridge across.
Alright, let's keep heading along.
Yes, lead the way, Grimtuck.
Alright, mob down those stairs.
One last thing before Amelia leaves, as she looks down southwards. A vision of a room open to the sky, at least forward to the mountain range in the open air. A place of meditation. One that Flair would have remembered fondly.
Yeah, like I said, Amelia would just kind of be lost for a second.
Okay.
While everybody does their thing and, like, I guess moves on.
Are you coming with? Like,
She'll probably realize after a moment.
okay. I think we're all just kind of like in zone mode, assuming everybody else is coming with. So I'm leading the front. I don't think I would have seen that.
Yeah, I don't think she would like hang around by herself, but she would like notice, oh, everybody's going downstairs. I should probably go.
So you
Where's
all
that
start
spit
making.
us out at?
Well,
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Oh.
You all start making your way downstairs as you move down the spiral staircase. You find this room, a sand floor, old, what look to be training dummies stand still. Nests litter the ground, and a few areas, a few torches are lit in this room, but again, kobolds do not seem. You even hear the scurry of kobolds off in the distance headed southwards from where you are. Amelia, you would know this vision kind of brings you to a moment where Flair trains in the physical arts of the monastic teachings.
Get them nasty.
Getting them a nasty. Good God. Here, blood and sweat has been spilled upon hours of physical training has gone on in this room. Again, a pleasant memory that flows through your mind quickly and disappears just the same. You would also know that to the north, there is an exit out from there to the main room above where the dragon sits.
As everybody kind of like moves through towards the door, Amelia's just gonna say, she spent so much time here.
Amelia. Game face.
You're right, sorry.
Yeah, still heading out. Pass through this.
I think we need to go this way, Grimtuck.
Oh, wrong place. I stuck where we
And Amelia will start to lead the way out.
Oh, well, shit.
Grimtuck kicks over the table that is blocking this entrance that he initially tried to walk out. You hear the sound of two clanking jaws as you kick off the bear traps there. The table rocks up for a moment, but then settles, then returns to this area.
Never mind. All right. Yeah. All right. I guess Amelia's leading the way now.
A small northern hallway leads
the hallway.
to the western ways. The glow of lava outside of it. A decently sized crevasse crosses the ground below you, but with a few steps, you're able to move over it with no trouble. Ahead of you now, western-wise, the last kind of offshoots of that lava flow you had seen as the entrance, and the opposite side of the crystalline wall sits now to the south of you.
Seeing that, and right before the room opens up, Amelia is just going to take like one last look back at everybody, and just take like a deep breath, and she's going to put on the make sure that her pirate face is as stern as possible, make sure she's in character, and she's going to walk out.
Okay.
And just
would wait for Grim
stroll to the center of the room and basically take her place in the lineup.
Okay. You all do the same.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yup.
As you all begin to move out, taking your place among this oppressive heat and the lava flow around you, the eggs now sits this monument, this just almost just giant ovoid obelisk. Again, that weird kind of shimmering pulse below the surface of it. The dragon sits, now waiting for you all to approach. His almost forced regality, believing himself so much more than just another being in this world, he stands there as a de facto and pseudo-ruler of this once proud monastery. As he sits there waiting, and as you all kind of stop your approach, his head cranes again, looking down at you, his eyes, ancient by most standards, glowing red hot, his horns long and curved, scales a brilliant red, his wings folded in, but still the muscles that house them and hold them can be seen upon his shoulders. He sits there, his head held high, and he looks down at you and says, "Excellent. As I accept you into the fold and accept your lives under mine, you may place all of what you own at my feet, and then wait for further orders." And on that note, leave it for this time.
Yeah, that's a pretty fucking good place to do so.
Say we're gonna go potty break?
No, we're gonna call it.
No, that's
What? No, we just got here.
it.
This is bullshit. We can play for like another hour and a half. Like, 2 hours.
Hi, this is Elijah, aka Grimtuck. Thanks very much for listening to the Swordcast Adventures. Make sure to check out our socials at the Swordcast. And also, if you feel like supporting us, which would be really amazing, you can also find us on Patreon, also at the Swordcast. So again, thank you very much for listening in, and I hope you all stay safe and stay happy.